Hey guys, we're back, Buzzer TV, I'm Buzzer.
And I'm Alistair.
And we're here for Avatar, The Last Airbender, episode number 7. As always, you can get the next few episodes up on Patreon. It's been a while since we last seen the last episode.
Yeah.
A lot happened in between, and we're talking about tornadoes and shit. So we've been dealing with that stuff, but we are back.
There was literally a tornado yesterday.
There was. And so we're really excited. Like we were texting each other yesterday. We're like, yo, I just want to watch Avatar.
That's why we're here today.
Yes, like I'm like real talk. It's actually really hard to like watch an episode and then like this like you know how the whole like when you're alone time you're like you want to watch an episode so bad we're like oh I gotta save it for the reaction, right?
Yeah.
So
you know how hard it is to hold back.
So you better appreciate that. So anyways, we are back. Episode 6, I have on my notes, it was, I remember everything.
It was a Toph episode.
The top episode, the tournament was amazing, if I can pull the title.
Mike Tyson. Amazing.
It was amazing. The Earth Rumble 6 tournament. We had this, we had Boulder, the champion, who Sokka was such a fanboy, he's getting his autograph. He's like, oh my god, I have his autograph.
Just the wrong moments too.
We had the blind bandit, the girl in the vision that Aang saw, and she is a bad ass. She is a bad girl because like she can fight.
What was her ability? To sense the vibration.
It's amazing because she's blind and you enhance your other senses.
Yeah, exactly.
But like,
oh man, she's so cool.
She's adorable. I love her. Her family was kind of controlling, but like they really don't see her as much of a like. They're like, hey, you're blind. You can't do much in life. That's what they're basically trying to say.
Yeah, you should stay home.
And then she proved in front of her dad. When she whooped everybody.
Yeah.
She whooped the Boulder. She whooped literally everybody. The Somu fighter. Everybody. And then her dad's like, oh my god.
Just her kicking ass.
Bro, like I love her movements when she's just like so like slow and like she could like visualize what's happening.
Well, they better show they better show that shit in the future, not just to introduce her like that and we would never see that again. I want to see that like
like that fighting stuff.
That vibration.
I want to see Aang learn that and do that. Damn. And that would
that
be
shit,
like,
man.
Yo,
I'm at fucking hype.
But yo. She left. She ditched her parents and left with Aang and the crew.
She lied about it.
I called that. It was pretty obvious. Their parents aren't gonna let her that easily let her go. She lied about it. Yeah. Her dad was a piece of shit. He's just like he went to the guy that his daughter whooped, and the master guy is like the Avatar. You must find her. You know, like get my daughter back.
What else is new?
Yeah, and you know whatever. The dad is like. He was too strict. He still doesn't believe in his daughter, even though he saw that shit, what she's capable of. But that's pretty much it. We are going on ahead. The crew continues. I'll open it up.
Is it locked again? Why do you fucking lock it? Oh god, here we go.
You were father of Iroh, father of Ozai.
Oh, that's his funeral?
You are now succeeded by your second son.
Oh shit, Ozai took over. But how?
Final Ozai.
But the mom left, like there's so many questions, man.
Stop looking at that. It's a fucking inside job, dude.
It's obvious, like, I'm pretty sure he killed the grandpa, but like... Dude, man, that's like messed up. Shit,
Oh
man,
my god.
shit. What a fucking great episode.
Holy shit, that was not real.
That was so fucking great,
Oh
man.
my god.
I love Zuko only episodes because, man, you get so much about this guy's character. Like, hands down, I think Zuko might be my favorite character.
Yeah?
I think so, man. I think Zuko might be my favorite character. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel for him. I understand him. Dude, the guy's been through so much, man. And like, to survive how he's surviving, amidst all this shit that's happening to him, man.
Man,
I am in love. Like Zuko is hands down my favorite character right now, man. Like holy shit.
until Sokka makes a joke, it'll be loving all over again.
No, I'm serious, but like, yo, this episode was like, yo, we got so much in this episode.
It shows how fucking corrupt that family is. And by that family,
You mean Zuko?
I mean
Ozai?
Ozai and freaking Azula.
We still didn't see his face though. We still don't know how Ozai like looks like we pretty much saw everything but his like actual his face.
like his mouth bottom.
Yeah. But man, yo, like the mom is so nice.
The mom's a sweetheart.
The mom she's like a mom, you know, and
Like a legit mom.
and she's like you could see where the kindness the kindness in Zuko, where that comes from.
I
you
think
know?
that
Obviously it's not coming from Ozai.
you
It's
know
coming from that mom.
Zuko got his characteristics
From
from
his mom.
and Azula got it from her dad.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's what happened.
That's why, and then Ozai. That's why Ozai doesn't like Zuko. He's like you're my son, but you didn't really take over me. You know, like
And Azula saw her father's ass, but she's so rude to her mom.
like you could see like
You know?
you could see like he was always giving Azula preference and shit. But
Mhm.
man, this episode was fucking brilliant.
It was like
It was like
questions but answers at the same time.
right? But like so many questions, man. So many questions. So many revelations. And like the best part was like for me, it was the way they did this episode. Like
You mean
like,
transitioning?
like they're showing Zuko's like what he's going through with this Lee family and everybody over there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like how it applies to his past and how
That's
his,
all relatable.
and how his past
Influences
influences what he does today.
Yeah, good.
It's so amazing, man. I honestly appreciate the storytelling in this show in particular, but it's in particular Zuko's story.
Good job, Michael Dante.
No, I think Michael Dante is one guy. I think the other guy's Brian something.
Michael O'Brien. Michael Dante.
Michael Dante. But man, this is actually so great. So Zuko. So this episode started off with Zuko hallucinating. We saw this figure. I assumed it was a mom, which it was.
Mhm.
Like she had that mom, like kind of like, and we like I've always thought about like who's Zuko's mom, right? Like why didn't we ever see her? Like and like and I still have a lot of questions about her. You know, like where'd you go? What's going on?
Man.
But like there's gotta be like obviously she has reasons, man.
Now, why did she dip? That's gonna burn a hole in my brain, man. Why did she dip?
Bro, like it's not even
And
that.
she dipped before the grandfather died. You know?
It's gotta be like okay. The grandpa I thought was evil too in terms of I thought he was more of like an Ozai type person, but the grandpa's like, are you suggesting I abandon my firstborn son, Iroh? Which is a fucking twist of the century.
Holy shit!
Iroh was the heir to the throne? What? I'm serious. Iroh was the heir to the throne?
Oh
I thought Iroh was the younger brother.
Everyone thought that, man.
I thought Iroh,
bullshit.
I never even, not in a million years did I
He's
imagine.
actually the heir to the throne.
He was the heir to the throne. He was always such a nice guy, like always like laughing and shit. But man, he lost his son and he just lost himself. Like the whole Busting Stay Siege that he's known for, the Dragon of the West. That's what they call him, Dragon of the West. And that was an heir. And if this guy somehow took the throne and not Ozai, like the world would be at peace. Because there's no way Iroh would have been like
started a war and shit.
starting a war. Like he's more of a diplomat, you know. Like he'll solve shit like peacefully.
Oh.
Iroh's the Iron Throne heir. His son Luten died, which just fucking destroyed
Luten,
Iroh.
right? What's his name?
I thought it was
Zuko's cousin.
I thought it was Guten, but like then I think Ozai said Luten. Luten died, and then like Zuko's cousin, yeah. And then he's like, okay, like basically like the line of succession will end with Iroh because he doesn't have another son, you know, blah blah blah. And it's just so devastating. Where like Iroh didn't decide to burn down Ba Sing Se, even though he lost his son to that army, right?
Yeah.
He could have burnt down fucking Ba Sing Se.
He could have.
You know, like
He
could have, but he left. It's 600, like 2 years approximately. The guy just left, and like they kind of had a stain on his resume in terms of like what kind of general does that shit. Like, you saw Ozula's idiot.
Being a bitch, yeah.
She was like, who runs away and then like okay, Ozula, she's not a nice person. She never was a nice person, and she never probably will be a nice person. Like you know, like
Yeah, I think she's fated to be an asshole.
Azula will never be. She's a straight up asshole. She's always gonna be an asshole. Like I think I can confirm that right now.
You know what got to me though was that smile at the end. When Azula smiled at the end after Ozai became the king of the Fire Nation.
Bro, there's some things we did not see. Like
they left some things out. Obviously,
there's something like okay, like for
so many questions.
Like okay, the grandpa what's his name Ozulan Ozulan like he had the same thing in him where he kind of like looked at Ozula and he's like, yeah, that's my granddaughter, right? So like him and Ozai have that in common where like they look at Ozula and like, yeah, that's why you're named after me, blah blah blah. Like she's a prodigy.
Yeah, no.
Ozula is a strategist. She's the intellect. She has skills. Like she's a perfectionist. Ozula is a perfectionist, and like you know like when you're like in a royal family like the Fire Nation, obviously you're gonna give preference to the child who shows these characteristics.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Unlike Zuko, who's like he works hard, he tries hard, he keeps failing. Like his mom, like this isn't who Zuko is. You keep failing, but you get back up. You keep trying. You know that's what Zuko is.
And that's how many times do you fail getting the Avatar and he keeps trying? You know, it's just in his blood.
He said that to me. He's like, that's why I love this character so much, man. Like this is what makes Zuko, you know. But at the same time, it's like for the Fire Nation people, like we like perfectionists right away. Ozula over Zuko all day. Like we saw the smile that Ozai had when Ozula was doing it, and then the frown he had when Zuko did his thing and he was failing. Like it's obvious Zuko got over, like took over from his mom, right? Like that's why he has this kindness in him, right? We see that over and over again. Like Zuko has good in him, but at the same time, so what I was trying to say is like the grandpa has like he prefers Ozula obviously, but at the same time, like he's like okay, he dismissed everybody but Ozai makes the whole he makes a case for himself. He's like, listen, look what Iroh did. He surrendered, his son died, and then this guy just bitched away. Like Ozai, that's what he thinks, right? It's like, what kind of you want this guy to be our lord? He's like, I have better visions and I'm better suited for this, right? But and I thought the story's gonna go like Ozulan's gonna be like, you're right, you know, like all the rights to the throne that Iroh had, I'm gonna fucking like just cancel that shit. And I'm gonna make you like the successor. But like Ozulan was like, no, like this is where I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? I thought Ozulan was fucked up too.
That makes sense. He's a good guy. He's actually a good guy.
Like what he said was like
non-Ozai
like he's like, you want me to abandon my son who lost his son who's in the worst time of his life? You want me to do that shit? Are you fucking dumb?
Yeah.
Like when he said that, I'm like, what the frig? Like, holy, you know, I'm like, damn. And he's like, you're gonna get fucking punished for that. And then we get a cut where Zuko just goes off and Ozula stays. But I want to see what the punishment was. Ozula's a bitch, and she's like, oh, his punishment's like, she's smart too. She made a really good excuse for like, Iroh lost his first son, and you suggested I take over, so you're gonna lose your first son. But like, what's this punishment? What's this punishment that he said he's gonna give?
I don't know.
Ozai.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the punishment might be that you're not gonna take the Iron Throne. Is like, how dare you suggest this? I feel like you're not. It's like like all your rights are gone. You know, like he's like I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like Ozulan's like, your rights are gone. Fuck you. And then the mom. And then we had this scene where the mom comes and she's like, Zuko, just do you whatever.
Maybe she caught wind of what was going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like Ozai, you know, yeah, she's like, yo, I have to leave. Yo, Zuko was sleepy, so he didn't really know what was happening. She woke him in the middle of the night. She loved him, right? She said goodbye to him. She left, wore a hoodie and dip. So I think she's still alive. Hopefully she is.
I really hope she is.
You know, I hope she is. But you never know what Ozai might have sent men to get her. But then I think she might have known what was happening.
That's the only explanation.
No, for sure she knows what's happening.
Yeah.
And Ozula probably knows what's happening, so they made an assassination scheme. This is my theory.
I'm 100%
like I feel like they made an assassination scheme to kill Ozulan, kill him, make some fake shit where like he's the real not Iron Throne, I'm talking Game of Thrones. Like he's the real heir to the throne, and then once that happens, like Ozai became the king.
Yeah.
Iroh never really cared about being the king or not. He's a nice guy. He's devastated his son's dead. So like Iroh, like now we know like
Iroh must have had a reaction. I mean,
like he probably bought it. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Ozai, you want to be the Fire Lord? Be it. Like this shit's on for me.
But Iroh is like usually he's like with someone lifetime he knows the shit. You know, maybe he's like, okay, I know this is full of shit,
but like I'm just gonna go with it.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true too. You know. But and then I feel like they killed Ozai fucking schemed. Ozula knew this was happening. I think maybe he made Ozula do it, you know, because she was smirking the whole time, this bitch, and she knew mom was gone.
It wasn't just a smirk. It was like an evil smile. It was like if you look at the scene again, it's like her eyes.
Because she knows Ozai prefers her, so if Ozai's the leader, that means she has power too, you know. So he's a Fire Lord, and she's his preferred child. So obviously she's gonna be like that, right? And she's more smirky because now Zuko's gonna get her, right? Which he did. And damn, man, it's just like
what a fucked up family, man. Like this is like a Shakespeare story.
Not all of it, not all of it.
It's a Shakespeare story, man. Someone kills their family.
This is better than Shakespeare. This is so similar. This is so similar to Game of Thrones.
You said Iron Throne like twice.
I know.
I stopped laughing.
Like this is wow, man.
Yo, but all in all, a fucking great episode.
Great episode.
We got a lot of information.
We got those bully soldiers.
Yo, fuck this soldiers, man.
And then we had this kid Lee.
You caught his name, really?
Lee, and then his big brother Sansu was fighting. They got caught or some shit. Some Earthbenders, those bully soldiers, like the Fire Nation, they dressed them up as like Fire Nation
and
people.
put them in the front lines
without no weapons. Fucking brutal,
oh, man. That's not brutal. That's just cruel.
That's like wow.
Yeah, that's just like
that's fucking cruelty.
That's a fucking Holocaust. That's what it is.
That should be like classified as a way to die, like a way of execution. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
it's like sadistic. It's something I could see in Game of Thrones. Like I could see. Like this is something I could see. Like the soldiers shaking, dead by their own men in the front line. This is brutal, man.
Like, I don't know, man.
This is not a kid's show. Like if a kid really understood what the fuck was going on in this episode, like
they have bad dreams, yo.
Like this is not a fucking kid's show, man. This shit was brutal, like, the way they're talking and shit. And then I loved how Zuko was he had a bond with Lee. Like he was like teaching him the double swords and shit.
But why that bond start? It was like
because you know why? The way I see it, it's like that family that Zuko was looking at, like it kind of made me reminded of himself, like his connection with the mom and stuff. You know, like his elder brother's going out and fighting. Like Zuko's looking. This is a good fucking family. The dad was a nice guy. Mm-hmm. He wasn't like he's like if you don't want to tell your name, you don't want to tell anything. It's all cool with us, you know. Mm-hmm. Like the dad was a nice guy, right? Okay. So I felt like Zuko's just like Zuko is a kind guy, man. Like
of course he is, man.
And he was having flashbacks of his mom and shit. So maybe like obviously like that also triggered in him. And Lee reminded him of himself in a way. So he's just like you know this kid like. I like how we saw Zuko was training him, you know, like that little smile, he was enjoying his time there, you know.
I'm surprised we don't usually get to see that.
I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
Under the moon and shit.
Yeah. Great. So like, man, this was, and then finally, it was so sad at the end when they finally, like, it was gonna come out. He's a Fire Nation guy. He firebends, and then the mom and Lee's like, "Get away from my son!" And
you can't fight a bender without bending yourself.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like when the mom and Lee were like, "I hate you. I hate your people," and that's just how Zuko's kind of story ends with this shit.
Oh yeah, man. But you can't blame them. I mean, at the same time you can, since their son was captured,
and he protected them, you know.
But like
at the same time, like the other son,
at least
was, fighting.
Like thank you, but fuck off. But they're like, no, I hate you.
No, he declared I'm Ozai's son, and then everybody's like making fun of him and shit. Oh, you're the guy who burnt and shit. But man, this was like that's just Zuko's life, man. I'm telling you.
Poor Zuko, man. That's all I can say.
I love Zuko. Like this guy's just man. I hope he gets the justice he deserves, man. I hope
he becomes king of the Fire Nation. That's what I want to say.
He becomes Lord or something happens, but like man, Zuko, man, I love him. I hope we get to see Iroh what he's up to because
what Iroh's up to? Yeah, we didn't see
Zuko. Even Iroh is just like one funny joke. He was like, he said, read what it says. He's like, made an Earthbender. I mean the other one. I like how they pulled in the made in China joke. He's like,
bro, best joke Of all of Avatar, that was hilarious.
That had many jokes, but like it's like made an earthbender. I mean the other one. They had a little quote. Oh man, the humor in the show is top notch.
It's
top notch.
What makes it good is that it's simple humor.
It's simple, but it's amazing. It's smart too.
Yeah, it's a smart, simple humor, I guess you can say.
We had Isla as well. Isla is like is that the sister of Ozai and Iroh? Because
that was a friend.
No. Because when in the funeral, like Isla, she passed away apparently. So like because I caught that name when they were announcing. Like,
oh really? I didn't hear that.
Son of Ozai, son of this. I have to maybe rewatch it, but I heard this name Isla, and I think they passed away. I don't know if the sister of Ozai and Iroh, but like I've heard Isla, but she passed away, so I don't know how relevant she was going to be in the story.
Shit, interesting.
All in all,
but we got to see May in there in the past as well.
Oh yeah, I think they're showing how like how Ozula knows her, right? Because she did meet up with her again, right? When she made her little crew.
Yeah.
So.
All in all, listen, man, great episode.
This was what a great episode to come back to. This was what I needed.
Whoa!
Stay tuned for the next segment. Alright guys, it's that time again. Who's gonna be your MVP of this episode and who's gonna be the
flop of the episode?
MVP. Who's gonna be the MVP?
I don't know actually. I don't know why.
I don't know if we should go into like flashback MVP or like just the present, like because there's literally two stories being told, right?
And then both related to Zuko.
So Zuko's MVP. Well, like honestly, man, I'm not gonna consider flashbacks as part of like what's going on.
No, okay.
So in terms of what happened in the episode, there's only one person we can.
There's only one person. It was only about one person, anyways. Honestly.
Yeah, and then it's Zuko's gonna be the MVP, man. Like
easy one.
Like bro, like he's having these flashbacks about his mom. He's starting to realize like he's like Ozula's a liar. Everything's kicking in.
Well, I mean, once you're alone for a long time, you start thinking about you start thinking about shit that you don't usually think about when you're surrounded by people.
Yeah, exactly. No, he thought about his whole past, like the whole philosophies and like how he ended up where he is in life. What he needs to do.
Yeah,
and he showed kindness. Like I was kind of scared to go into the dark side, but like. He showed kindness, He showed kindness to the little kid. Mm-hmm. He showed kindness. He saved the little kid.
Yeah.
He beat those fuckers up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just and his past story makes me this. I just love this character so much, man. Like he did it up this episode. Respect,
absolutely,
Zuko. You're the MVP of our episode. Of the episode.
You made us believe. Put clothes on our backs. You sacrificed for us. You the real MVP.
All right, guys. So it's gonna be the flop.
Everybody do the flop.
It's gonna be those earthbending fucks.
It's gonna be those earthbending fucks, as he said. Little shit pussies.
Yeah, nothing more I hate than corrupt people who are supposed to protect the village.
Oh yeah.
Or like today's police
abusing their power.
It's kind of like that,
it's such bullshit, and like these scrubs. Like calling them a scrub is even like they deserve something worse.
And Zuko proved his point. You guys are cowards.
You guys are cowards. You only go to children and a woman for money. Get the fuck out of here. Like I'm glad Zuko just fucking destroyed those other fucks. Like literally ran away in the first sight of trouble. The other guy had some earth bending here and there, but he got dusted the moment the guy used his bending.
Yeah. And
those guys, I fuck them. Like,
honestly, fuck them. They're obvious flops. They're pieces of shits.
They should wear earthbender gear. For like army gear, put them in the front lines and like fucking let them get burnt away because that's what they fucking deserve. I'm sorry guys, a little Ozai in me, but
no, it's not an Ozai.
Yeah, fuck them.
No, think about it. They're usually women and children. Go fuck themselves. Okay?
You know what? Yeah, exactly. You know what? Fuck that. It's a normal human reaction. Fuck those guys. They're gonna flop today's episode. All right, guys. That's it. This was quite a great episode to come back to.
The best episode to ever come back to.
Because this was great. A Zuko only episode never disappoints. So stay tuned for other episodes. You can always check the other ones out on Patreon. Check the links below. Have a nice day, and stay tuned for the next one.
And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know our names. My name is Alistair.
Peace out.